So here's a new solar panel set up to feed our needs, 12 volt needs at camp in the camper. I took a satellite dish that somebody was disposing of, and then we had a pole that I got out of an old fence project, put it in the ground about 40 inches, concreted in real well, used some brackets from work that were used to strap some heavy equipment to a pallet, repurpose them, run 10 gauge wire into an exterior electrical box with a quick disconnect on there, so when we're done we can pull the panel and put it back in the camper. I used some wing nuts for a rod building jig that I had. I can just undo these and pull the panel and the bracket off of the dish and just leave it there. What's cool about this is that it's rotatable, so I can rotate it with the sun as the day goes. And then inside the camper, what usually sat on the outside of the camper is now in the inside. I put my charge controller, installed it in the side of the sink that we don't ever use, and right now it's doing a float charge to my battery. That it's a sealed battery. Let me see if I can get some light for that. So, sealed battery, foamed all around the outlet box, sealed battery. It feeds to the sealed battery off the charge controller, and then it feeds my main fuse panel, which is in a different area of the camper, so that we can run these. I have two switches on these lights. One's the fluorescent switch, which gets you a lot of light if you need it, and then I have the super, it's a micro small, it's like smaller than a dime LED, which at night, it's so dark here, does a good job of lighting up the whole camper. You turn them all on, and I got a total of 4 in here that run in the bathroom and whatnot. So that's the new 12 volt system. Probably I'm going to add 2 or 3 more of these batteries. Let's see if I can pull it so you can see. Here we go. They're Mighty Max batteries, 35 amp hours. I'll probably eventually get 2 more that I'll just daisy chain together so that I can get a little over 100 amp hours of reserve power in here. We do run, I'll show you this in a second, in the summertime when it gets a little steamy in here, we do run these 12 volt fans that I got at Wally World, and they have 2 speed settings on them, but they do a really good job. I have a total of 3 of them of cooling us down, bringing in the cold nighttime air when the interior of the camper is still a little warm from the day. Rewired those out of where a 12 volt adapter would be placed in there. I just kind of soldered into pulled the pan apart and soldered into it, and then I got some of these cigarette lighter adapters, and we put them in here. The kids use them to charge their phones, and we have those reserve batteries for the phones and the iPads and whatnot. They recharge them. I got one there. I installed one there, and you can see where I put it in the wrong spot. And there's a board inside there that interfered with this going in there properly, so I had to move it over a little bit, move it out. No one ever sees it, but you now see it. And then let's see, I got one more that's, let's see if I can get it. Oh yeah, there it is. One more inside the cabinet, and there's two more fans there we pull out and place where we need them. So that's the 12-volt system. It's been upgraded. I used to have a battery on the outside. We used to have to hook up the charge controller every time we came out and string it outside, and then if it rained and the charge controller was outside, I had to move, fool around with it. So that's all done. So we don't have those issues anymore. So, okay, that's all. See you next time when I make the next video. Bye for now.